Is this the best South Indian food buffet? Let's find out.
Welcome back in Bangalore. Yum. That flavorful. That is insane. Dessert with your hands because we're South India. There's an iconic place called Nagarjuna in Bangalore that almost every single old school Bangalorean knows about. It is a staple. So exciting! In case you're new to my channel, I've been living in Bangalore and in India for the past 5.5 years. The last few weeks, I've been in the Netherlands for the first time in 3 years and spent some time with my family. But now I am back in the city and it is time to enjoy some South Indian food. I thought, of course, my first meal back has to be at Nagarjuna.
Immediately, the waiter starts serving my food. So this is papu or dal. We have some pickle over here that I haven't seen before, green beans, palia, and a big scoop of rice. Next, I'm getting 2 papad, which looks so crunchy and delicious, some sambar, some rasam, some paisam, some chas, all followed up by some really thick curd. But here is the grand finale. Do you see how much ghee is being sprayed on that rice? Wow.
So we are going to enjoy this amazing South Indian food served in a banana leaf thali, Andhra style.
On the table, there are some other sauces that you can add to your meal. So this pickle, for instance, some potty powder, some mango pickle, and there's some chili. Looking at the prices of the food on the menu, I think they're regular dhaba style prices. So just average prices in a normal restaurant in India. However, the meal that I'm having is crazy value for money, and I'll show you the price at the end of this video. There are also, I think, a little bit more non-veg dishes than veg dishes, but there's also plenty of choices for vegetarians and also plenty of outlets where you can have it. Personally, I went to the Residency Road branch because I thought it would be less crowded. I arrived there at 12 p.m. and it was still manageable, but I'll show you the crowd at the end when I left the restaurant. It was crazy.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items in front of me, and for the price, that is crazy value for money. But the price is not that important if the food is not delicious, right? Let's start on this side. This is sambar, which is kind of a tomato-based gravy. Then we have rasam, which is more of a tomato-based soup. Then we have a sweet here. I'm not sure what kind of sweet that is. This is chas, so the Indian buttermilk version. I love chas. We have curd here, which is yogurt. Papad. Oh, the crunchy, delicious papad. I have some chutney here. I'm not sure what it is, what kind of chutney, but let's see. I have some beans palia here, which is kind of like a beans masala curry, as you would say it as a foreigner. Dal here, which is papu. Some rice with some ghee on top. I can't wait to dig in. What should I start out with? Well, first of all, I actually want to get some papad on top of that rice because that is something that I really, really enjoy. And then I want to try some of that papad rice with the beans palia. Oh, by the way, you eat with your hands here, which is something that I also miss being away from India for weeks. I do really enjoy eating with my hands, so I'm happy to be back and be eating with my hands again. So good. Actually, it is not too spicy at all. I have the veg version of the thali. Not sure if the non-veg version is more spicy, but this is okay, I would say. There are obviously spices in there, masalas, but it is not like punch you in the face chili spicy. That is not the case at all. It is more like flavorful food with lots of layers of flavors. I'm gonna pour some sambar over the rice. Oh yeah, there we go. Then let me take, what is this? I think it's aloo, or it's, oh, maybe it's lauki. And then take that. I'll just take it like this, actually. That sambar will definitely get you in the back of your throat. Still not chili spicy, but it definitely has a kick. I want to add some more papad to my rice because I really, really enjoy that. That sambar is so amazing, by the way. Maybe it's because it's also mixed with the ghee. You can see the ghee on the rice. And then I actually want to try some of that chutney. I'm very curious what kind of chutney this is. Let's see. It's almost like a cucumber chutney, but I can't see any cucumber. I could eat this with the rice all on its own. It's that flavorful. That chutney is definitely more spicy than the other things on my plate. I want more of the papad. Put it on the rice, crumble it, yum. Oh, by the way, they refill the rice. Not sure if they refill the other dishes. Usually that is the case with a thali. But let's see. Oh, This looks. Wait, I want some of that bean paella. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. That bean paella is so flavorful yet so mild. That is definitely not a spicy dish here. It just has like a lot of layers of flavor, a little bit smoky but also fresh. Yum. Okay, I'm addicted to this combo of adding papa to the rice. That sambar is also really, really good. Super yum. Yes. Okay. Should we go in for the dal? Let's go in for the dal. Oh yeah. I think maybe, just maybe, that the dal has some tamarind because it tastes a little bit tangy. And I've heard that I think Andhra has a history of having like tangy dals. I'm just gonna go in for another bite and then, oh man, I cannot stop with this combination. The sambar rice, ghee, and the papat, too yum. Let's go. Yes. Cheers. When I'm abroad, the thing I miss most about India is the Indian food. No doubt about it. I mean, yeah, obviously it makes sense that the Indian food is best in India, but like it's really best in India. Going in for more papat. Oh wait, should I dip the papat in the rasam? No, wait, I'll have the rasam in a bit. I just want to dip the papat in the... Wait, is this a sweet? Oh my gosh, look at that thickness of that curd. What? Okay, okay. I see you, curd. My gosh, this looks so good. I could eat also just the papat and the curd. This curd is insane. It reminds me of my grandmother's curd back at the farm. I grew up on a farm. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Best curd ever. I'm gonna try the rasam, which is the tomato-based soup. So this one is definitely more liquid than the sambar over there, and I think you're just supposed to drink it, although some people like pour it over their rice. However, this rice combination is going so strong for me that I just want to have the rasam on its own and then stick to the sambar for the rice. Has a kick for sure. Again, not super spicy in my book. Definitely tomato, but also very, very, very smoky tomato soup. That is so good. And actually, this is also really the South Indian remedy. If you have a cold, you get some rasam in there and your cold will be over in no time. That is yum. But I am sticking to only the sambar for my rice. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found a drumstick. I love this. This vegetable, I used to hate it because it is very, very wiry or fibery. But now it's one of my favorites. So good. Wait, papat. You need to add a papat in there. Everything is better with papat. Where's my drumstick? Oh, there. Okay. Yes, you do have to manage with the fibers of the drumstick, but it is delicious. The vegetable is just yum. Chas is the Indian version of buttermilk. However, different than buttermilk, more milder. This one also has some parsley added in there, or maybe it's some coriander. I'm not sure. Cheers. So refreshing. It is full on summer in Bangalore. So the temperatures are definitely 30 plus, which I don't mind. But then a drink like this is so refreshing. Oh my gosh. Not spicy at all. Perfect cooling down from the food. We're gonna go in for a little bit more of the papat. I'm obsessed with the papat. The rice, the sambar, and the dal. It's just too good, too yummy. Oh gosh, yes. One specific note that I didn't know before I moved to Bangalore, eating rice specifically with your hands is very South Indian. In North India, people usually would eat rice with a spoon or something like that. In South India, we eat it with our hands, and I think it's fun. I think it really adds to the experience. And actually, there's an Ayurveda science behind it, I think, that if you're eating with your hands, you're not only eating with your eyes, your taste, your smell, in your ears, but also with your senses. So your digestion also gets a signal for digesting the food. Interesting. She ate and left no crumbs. Actually, I think Nagarjuna is more famous for their non-veg dishes, especially their biryani, I think is famous, but their veg food is also amazing. Otherwise, I would be coming back. And also, I saw that they're introducing keema biryani. Very interesting. I'm really full right now. I only have my dessert left, which I think I'm also supposed to eat with my hands. Wait. Okay, let's do this. Dessert with your hands because we're South India. Usually I don't prefer eating pudding with my hands, but South India, we the South, has a lot of cardamom. If you have cardamom in your dessert, you have me. It's the life. In case you're worried, like my hands are dirty, how do I touch things, yada yada. We just have some lemon water over here, which is perfect. They bring it to your table. It is all included in the meal. The fan also a little bit, and of course there are tissues at the table, so no worries at all. This was fantastic, especially that curd and that chutney. Mind blowing, but the whole meal was delicious. Really do try the rice, sambar, ghee, papad combo. Perfect base.
At the end, you also get this digestive, which is included in the meal. And can you believe I only paid 289 rupees for this whole meal? Wow. However, do keep in mind that because of this crazy value for money, the restaurant gets incredibly crowded. I arrived at 12 p.m. when the crowds were still manageable. However, at 1:30 when I left, my goodness, there were so many people standing in line and it was impossible to get a table immediately. You had to actually sign your name on a list and wait for a while. My advice would be come immediately when the restaurant opens and skip the lines. So, is this the best South Indian food? Well, it's not really fair to draw that conclusion without trying some other top-notch South Indian food, right? Hence, I have a video coming up about Kerala food and the best Bangalore foods. If you want to see that, I'd suggest you subscribe now, otherwise you may miss them. It's gonna be a delicious South Indian food fest ride, my friends. Apparently, I was not full enough already because when I came outside, I saw Art of Delight and decided to get one of the most delicious desserts ever as well.
It is seriously hot in Bangalore, 30 plus, and there is not that much wind, I have to say. So I walked outside, I saw my friend's ice cream shop, Art of Delight, and he actually owns it. And then I remembered that I love these Parle-G ice cream sandwiches with salted caramel ice cream in between. They're dipped in chocolate, dipped in chopped almonds. These ice cream sandwiches, in case you haven't tried them yet in Bengaluru, so good. So I had to come here and try it again. Oh, this is fantastic. I rarely eat ice cream. I'm not an ice cream fan because I don't like cold things. And look how thick that sandwich is. This is all salted caramel ice cream. I just ate the chocolate layer and it is squished between Parle-G biscuit. Oh my gosh, that salted caramel ice cream hits me every time. I'm not a fan of salted caramel ice cream. This one is so good. The shop is so cute. It's right next door to Nagarjuna. It's actually also a cafe, so I've also come here on date nights, just picked up an ice cream and then went walking around the neighborhood, Brigade Road and those kind of things. So I'm back in Bengaluru. Yeah, but this ice cream sandwich, man. If you enjoy watching food videos, you should really watch my other banana leaf or thali videos in India. I have linked them down in the description below. And enjoy your foodies.